Not one single thing in life comes to you without a process. When you try to skip past the process, you lose those nuggets that have taught you how you're going to be successful. It's in the process where you find your steps that are required to get you where you want to go. Let's talk about it, y'all. Have you ever noticed that anything that you're chosen to do in life never comes easy? There's a reason for that, because you have to go through a process to understand what path you're going, right? Like, no matter how bad you think you want something, do you want it bad enough to go through the process of getting it? If the answer is no, then chances are that's not your path. If it is something that you are supposed to do, that you're chosen to do, you're going to be forced, willing, whatever you want to look at it, into making those steps. It's going to get you to where you want to go. As humans, we literally despise the process. And until you absolutely understand that it's in that process you're learning what you're supposed to be doing, that is your time of preparation, then you will never be able to fully understand your reason for being in a process. I know sometimes things in life, they happen and you don't understand it at the time, and you're not alone. That happens to everyone. But I truly believe that in our lives, what is supposed to be is going to be. That does not mean that you do not have to put forth an effort, right? You may have a dream of something you want to do, something you want to become, an amount of money you want to earn in your life. Those things do not come without effort, without putting in the work, without going through the process. Everything is a process. And when you skip it, then you're not prepared. When you're not prepared, your good things are not going to come. They're just not going to come because you're not ready. Do not skip the process, because in doing that, you're throwing away your opportunity. Sure, there's things in life that, like, we don't really want to do. Maybe you think you have everything you need to be successful, and you're not understanding why it's not happening. Maybe because you're not ready yet. Maybe it's not that it's not going to happen. Maybe it's just that it's not going to happen right now. We live in such an instant society, y'all. Life is not instant. Success is most definitely not instant. Can you have it? Absolutely. Are you going to have to work for it? Absolutely. There is no workaround to skipping a process. Maybe let's think about it this way. Do you know how many times possibly you have even said, I know you've heard people say, "Oh, if I could just win the lottery. If I could just win the lottery, I'd be set. I'd have everything I need. I wouldn't have to worry about anything." Do you understand that 70% of lottery winners are broke within 7 years? Think about that. They weren't broke when they won it, but they're broke in 7 years after winning it. They are now worse off than they were in the beginning. Why? They weren't prepared. They didn't go through the process. If you're not going through a process, then you're not learning. You're not growing. You're not building a foundation that's going to sustain that process. It's going to sustain that success. Okay? So don't skip over the process. Don't despise the process. It is all a part of getting you to where you want to go. It is all a part of helping you be sustained in your dream of success. If you don't go through the steps, if you don't prepare for what it is you want, you're probably not going to get there. Very likely not going to happen. I'm going to challenge you. I'm challenging you to look at where you are in your success path, in your goal, wherever, whatever, however you have it laid out before you. Maybe you're just in the dreaming stage and you're thinking, well, I don't know if that can happen. Okay, we got to keep a positive mindset, but I also want you to remember and think about, consider where you are in the process of it all. Have you tried to learn everything you can learn about whatever it is you're wanting to do? I tell my team this all the time. It's a process, and it's not instant. It's not overnight. It is not, oh, let me join this team and then I'm going to be rich tomorrow. No, I wish. Oh, how I wish. I'd be handing out little packages all the time of here's your success. It doesn't work that way, y'all. We have to put in the work. We have to put in the effort. But I want you to also look at how much junk you've already made it through. Your life, as everybody else's, I'm sure, has been turmoil or trials or all these things that we tend to look at as maybe a punishment or something we didn't deserve, but you made it through it. You learned from it. You grew from that experience into who you are today. Now, I want you to remember that when you're going through your next process towards where you want to go in the future. Everything you're going through, everything you've been through, is building character, is training you, is getting you prepared to be able to maintain that success once you achieve it. It's building who you are. It's changing who you are to be able to step into that calling, that dream, that business, whatever it is that you have set out for yourself. You have to go through the process. I want you to embrace it. I want you to learn. This is the time you're learning all that you need to know. This is your learning time, your preparation time. Okay? Accept the process, enjoy it, literally wrap everything up in that process. Learn everything you can while you're there. Because pretty soon, you're going to have that goal and you're going to be like, I did this. I did this. And I want you to be ready to keep that goal, sustain that goal, continue more goals through a process. That's the only way you're going to learn how to live limitless. See you guys later.